Hi, this is Andre, and thanks for checking out Synthicopy. Synthicopy is integrating the wisdoms of history, based on fact and truth, into present culture. The roots being synthesis, history, and Sophie, as in philosophy. Sophie, the Greek root meaning wisdom, knowledge. We're going to be talking today about Chapter 30, our future. So let's consider the digital revolution we are presently in. Computers marked the start of the digital age. In 1954, IBM announced it was no longer planning to use vacuum tubes in its computers and introduced its first computer that had 200 transistors. The transistor is the primary building block of all microchips and is what creates the binary code, the zeros and ones that a computer uses to function. The transistor is the basic building block of computers. In 1975, a guy by the name of Gordon Moore, the co-founder of Intel, wrote a paper that predicted the doubling every 2 years of the number of transistors in computers. From that time until the present, his prediction has been extraordinarily accurate. Here, the exponential growth in the number of transistors in computers can be seen with the y-axis in exponential format over time. As Moore's law predicted, it's a nearly straight line. What about the rate of evolutionary change of life on Earth? What about the rate of social change since the advent of civilization? Let's take a look. And I'll read just a few of them. Biochemical life in single-celled organisms appeared on Earth 3.8 billion years ago. Fish appeared 500 million years ago. Mammals appeared 200 million years ago. Australopithecus, the southern ape, appeared 4 million years ago. Homo erectus was in its prime 1 million years ago. Homo sapiens migrated out of Africa to dominate the world 70,000 years ago. Civilization began 5,000 years ago. The scientific revolution was 500 years ago. The digital revolution around 1970, that was 55 years ago. Social media and Fantasyland arrived in 2000 AD. That was 25 years ago. And now we have AI, artificial intelligence. Now, what happens if we put this data on an exponential graph? This graph shows the exponential development of life and social change over time in a nearly straight line. So let's put the chart of Moore's law and the exponential growth of the computer transistor count over time next to the exponential growth of life and social change over time. Holy shit. These two lines are almost identical. What does that mean? It means that we're in the early stage of huge societal changes as a result of the digital revolution, and particularly AI, and that it may be in our best interest to become less polarized and more rational in order to best choose our destiny as a society. Should we heed Ben Franklin's question? We've given you a republic. Can you keep it? Yes, we can. And to do so, we need to be politically active, synthosophic, and real. That said, the convergence of human societal evolution and the transistor count digital revolution may at some point in the not too distant future, if it hasn't already happened, reach the point of singularity, when computers and artificial intelligence equal that of the human brain, after which computers will then supposedly surpass human intelligence. As stated earlier in Thesis 3, Chapter 15, note that computers can process and correlate billions of bits of information per second, whereas the human brain, at the consciousness level, is very limited in that capacity. Also note that the human brain can integrate many pieces of related information from many different sources and create new and original ideas, not just correlates. So let's think about Bloom's taxonomy. Computers can remember, understand, apply, analyze, as in correlate, and even evaluate information. But at the top of Bloom's taxonomy, only the human brain can create new and original ideas, integrating many pieces of information from a wide variety of historic and scientific sources, and come up with something completely new and of possible societal value. Restated, computers cannot and will not be able to synthesize, integrate the wisdoms of history into present culture. Only we, the people, can do that.